Video of a brawl in downtown Cincinnati over the weekend has been seen by millions of people. Many are angry about it, including city officials and national leaders, including Vice President J.D. Vance and billionaire Elon Musk. Tonight, Cincinnati's mayor and his challenger in November are offering two different responses to this past weekend's violence. But we're going to start our team coverage tonight with reaction from Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Theetge. WCPO 9 News reporter Sean Delancey was at her press conference within the last few hours. And Sean, the chief seemed not only fired up, but very defensive about a lot of things.
Yeah, Brett, this is probably the most passionate I've seen Police Chief Teresa Theetge in recent memory. She initially began by laying out a statement of facts as far as they know them now, but then she had moved on to speaking about how people were recording this fight and not reporting it. She chastised the people in this fight, saying that they were setting a bad example for the youth in this community amid a rash of youth violence. And then she also talked about how media needs to do a better job of handling all of this. Now, the chief, of course, referencing this viral video that spread since Saturday morning. Theetge says that the first and only 911 call came in around 3:06. First officer on scene got there 6 minutes later, but most people had already left, according to the chief. Still, Theetge says that they've been able to file charges against 5 people up to now, though when we asked, she would not describe what those charges were or whether they've located the people facing those charges. Theetge called everything seen in the videos unacceptable.
Anyone who put their hands on another individual during this incident in an attempt to cause harm will face consequences. I don't care which side of the incident or the fight they were on.
Okay, now the things we talked about around where this investigation stands. Theetge says more than 100 people were in the area and they only got one 911 call. She says that people should be angry about that. As for our role in the fast spread of this story on social media, she called on everyone to do better to show all sides. Now, I asked her why the department waited days to hold a press conference addressing the incident, allowing information to spread unchecked. On that, Chief Theetge said that she was waiting for investigators to do their jobs and that putting information out too early would be irresponsible. She did not address how all of this started as far as they're concerned. At downtown headquarters, I'm Sean Delancey, WCPO 9 News.
Certainly like to hear from many voices tonight, and we're continuing our team coverage with WCPO 9 News reporter Andrew Roman. All right, Andrew, you spoke with Cincinnati Mayor Aftab Pureval one-on-one just about 2 hours ago.
That's right, and he said he was disgusted by the video, all while he's giving police the room they need to do their work. The mayor told me this incident will prompt changes about policing in that area.
If you commit violent crime in Cincinnati, you're going to jail. We're going to track you down and we're going to hold you accountable.
Cincinnati Mayor Aftab Pureval reacting in our one-on-one interview to the violence captured in this video. It's a fight on Elm and 4th Street in downtown Cincinnati, an area he says data shows hasn't had significant crime. Were there officers on patrol in that area at the time?
Yeah, so, CDRT and SWAT are patrolling the banks, and then they kind of, as the night goes on, they kind of move forward north. Given this incident, we're going to make some changes to how we police in that area.
Pureval says the fight was not connected to downtown's major events of the weekend, including the Jazz Festival and the Reds game.
An extraordinary amount of police officers were out this weekend.
I asked him whether a special team was activated to help coordinate dispatch efforts for law enforcement.
The police chief and I are doing an investigation on that issue, and as soon as we have an update, we will provide that to you.
What do you want to do that they haven't done yet?
Well, number one, you ask for the removal or the resignation of the city manager, because somebody has to be held accountable.
Corey Bowman is challenging Pureval in November's mayoral election. He says the fight is an example of how the city administration has failed.
But because we haven't focused on city issues, now our city issues have become national issues. Multiple officers have come into my coffee shop, have reached out to me and said, our morale is shot, we have no clue where this is going in the future, and we have no confidence that our city has our back.
We're going to constantly, as we always do, take a look at our strategies and make changes where necessary. But right now, our top priority is holding these people accountable and making sure it doesn't happen again.
Another thing that was interesting, Brett, when it comes to gun violence specifically, the mayor says there was one shooting this weekend in Cincinnati, which is relatively a step in the right direction on that front. Plus, the city welcomed tens of thousands of visitors across big events with no issues. The mayor says it's why an incident like this makes him so furious.
Yeah, and she also mentioned that alcohol played a role in this weekend's events. Andrew, thank you for following that. And we are also hearing from more of our elected officials from our area and even some national leaders. As Andrew just mentioned, Vice President J.D. Vance spoke about this incident today while at an event in Canton, Ohio this morning.
I don't know the full context. I don't know how the fight started, but the one part that I saw that was really gruesome is you had a grown man who sucker punched a middle-aged woman. And where I come from, at least, when you have a grown man who sucker punches a middle-aged woman, that person ought to go to jail for a very long time.
The vice president called for Cincinnati police to fully investigate and prosecute the people involved in this fight. Meanwhile, Hamilton County prosecutor Connie Pillage posted on X saying in part, "This kind of violence is not acceptable and does not reflect our community's promise. When police arrest the attackers, I will prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. We all deserve to be safe in our city." And just